Beautiful souls, I got a message for you. And I don't know if this message is going to resonate with a lot of people, especially those who are in that mindset of trying to show love continuously to everyone around them. This message is really designed as a wake up call for those who have recently come out of a spiritual awakening. And after you come out of the tumultuous time of a spiritual awakening where everything is falling apart around you and you're learning a bunch of new spiritual concepts, you're beginning to see this world differently, see the people around you differently. You're not necessarily materialistic if you were before. You're not necessarily out for pride, out for any type of personal gain anymore. Like that ego is starting to dissolve, and you can see the through line between all people. You can see the connections between all people. Not only that, you can begin to see, just by looking at somebody, you can see the state that they're in. You can see the false thoughts that they have about themselves, the negative impressions that they have about themselves, and how it's impacting their life. And coming out of a spiritual awakening, the only thing that you want to do is show love to as many people as you can, because you've been so beaten down, you've been so broken that you can see and you can feel the pain all around you, and you don't want to beat people down any further. What you want to do is try to lift someone up. So you walk into spaces, you get placed in spaces after your spiritual awakening where your energy is almost like medicine, right? You step into a place and everyone around you notices that something is different. They can't necessarily place it. If you start immediately showing love to everyone around you in that environment, you are almost 100% certain to receive hate. You are almost 100% certain to get beaten down to that place that you were previously for showing love. And I know that that may seem a little oxymoronic. It may seem paradoxical. It may seem like it's not the truth. I've tested this multiple times, and I am telling you, you don't want to experience what I've experienced. You don't want to experience what other people have experienced after they come out of a spiritual awakening and they go around trying to show love to people. It doesn't matter what you know about the divinity that exists within all. It doesn't matter that you can see other people. You can see the things that bother them about themselves. You can see the things that cause them pain. And all you want to do is shine a little light on their greatness. All you want to do is help pull them out of the hole that they may have found themselves in. That does not matter. When you walk into a place after your spiritual awakening and the energy is negative and the energy is dense, and you start showing love, you start being a beacon of light in that darkness, all the little critters, all the little monsters are going to come after you. They're all going to. And they're not going to have on kid gloves. They're going to look at you and think that you are caught in your ego, and that's why you're showing love. Understand that this world has a sickness, and that sickness is nobody is operating from a position of love. They're all operating from a position of lack. They're all operating from a position of fear. So if you walk in showing love, nobody sees that as love because they can't recognize what love is. Instead, they see it as you having some type of alternative motive or ulterior motive. You wanting something from them. That's why you're kind. That's why it is that you're sharing compliments with people who everybody else would otherwise just overlook. That's why. They believe that you want something from them, whether it's sex, if you've been working on yourself and if you've been changing your body, and then there'll be a glow on you and people will think that you want to sleep with them. Or they'll think that you think you're better than them, and that's why you're trying to build them up. So because you think you're better than them, they feel the need to tear you down. People will congregate, commune against you, and then laugh and smile in your face as you continue to show love. People will gather in secret to talk about how stupid you are for trying to help. And when you begin to experience this everywhere that you go, because you're going to continue to show love, you're going to be like, you know what? My frequency attracts like frequency, so let me maintain this frequency of love. And then the importance that you assign to maintaining that frequency of love naturally creates resistance, because that's how this law works, right? So now here you are, desperately trying to hold on to this frequency of love, and the resistance is building and building and building. And everywhere that you go, it's like, I've had people reach out to me, people who I've done nothing but show love to, reach out to me just to let me know that they want me to know that I'm fucked up, that I have issues, as if I didn't go through the years of depression, as if I didn't go through the years of therapy, as if I didn't already go through the pain of just being awake at night, struggling with not taking my life, as if being a human being in this experience, I don't understand that I'm living in a version of reality where duality exists, where I have to deal with both the positive and the negative. And even trying to stay tip to one side fucks up the balance. As if I didn't know my problems. Because see, when you walk into a place and you start showing love, people want to see that flaw in you. They want to see the human in you. Because you show love, they want to see you fail even more. And here's the catch. Even if you picking up on that energy, you choose to show them your failure. It's not going to, you show them your flaws, show them your wounds. That's not going to quell that fire that's raging inside of them as a result of their own self-hatred. Their own self-hatred is going to be reflected from them onto you, and the projections that they'll place on you as a result of their own self-hatred can overwhelm and bog you down. So let's say you were on track to a timeline that leads to your wish fulfilled, leads to your best version of yourself, the best possible timeline that you could have. And now, as a result of holding on to this polarity of love, you've created excess importance. And now people all around you are trying to beat you down. When you literally, this isn't, oh, you were sneak dissing people. No. Even the most subtle things that you say will be taken as that. Because understand, people don't know what love is. They don't know what love is in this world. So if you walk in trying to show it, they won't see it. You can walk around bringing meals to people, and people will assume that you're trying to poison them. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I'm being 100 with you, especially for you who've been through the spiritual awakening. Man, I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I know what the pain is like. I know what having everything in your world crumble is like. And I also know what it's like to come on the other side of that, and all you want is to share love, because you don't know where somebody else is. You recognize the fake smiles, but you don't know where they're at. You don't know if they're before the spiritual awakening. You don't know if they're in the middle of a void. You don't know if they're in the middle of everything around them breaking down. And if, unlike you, they can't find a reason to stay alive. You don't know that. So all you want to do is make sure that when somebody encounters you, they get a little jolt of love. Make sure that when somebody encounters you, They see that this world isn't necessarily against them. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. It's not going to work the way that you think it is. And what it's going to do is it's going to cause you to lose jobs. It's going to cause you to lose friends and family. It's going to cause you to fall into a deeper void than you were just in. It may sound, especially if you just came out of a spiritual way, it may sound like what I'm saying is counterproductive to everything that you just learned. But what I'm telling you is the truth. What I'm telling you is the hard truth that we all had to learn. When you come out of a spiritual awakening, your top priority needs to be you. When you come out of a spiritual awakening, it isn't about showing love to everybody. It's about going inside and finding balance. It's not about polarizing yourself to the emotion of love. It's about recognizing the balance that exists in this universe. It isn't about casting away demons. It's about saying, hey, get behind me. I might need you someday. Hey, I'm not going to let you control me, but I need to see you. I need to know that you're here. I need to be aware of you. Recognize balance when you come out of your spiritual awakening. Look for balance when you come out of your spiritual awakening. Now, there may be some places where you're receiving love. And where you're receiving love, reciprocate that love. But don't go out of your way as a result of you being spiritual awake. Don't get big-headed and think that, oh, well, now you need to go out and show as much love as you can. Don't. Do not do it. Unless you want to go back in the void you just came out of. Don't do it. Talk about crabs in a barrel. These are crabs stuck in a mentality. And their mental thought energy combined will pull you right back into it. I'm trying to help you. Because this framework that we live in, this grid, we need more people who are willing to be the light. We need more people who are willing to wake up. And when you wake up and you find yourself in a dark place and you are the light, everything around you is trying to shut that shit down. We don't need you exposing yourself to it. We don't need you making yourself a target. Find communities around you of like-minded people. Gravitate towards them. Understand that, yeah, I know your world just fell apart. I know that you were just hurting. And I know that you don't want to hurt nobody. I know. But I also know balance exists. And balance is one of the most important forces in this entire universe. Don't polarize yourself to love and then wonder why hate keeps slapping you. Exercise balance. Look, I love you. I want to see the fullest expression of you. This is a spark.